Zay ha 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 ha.
You wouldn't believe how fast the last supply of devil fruit sold out. Thank you to Shonen Oji for buying the Gomu Gomu, to Spooky for buying the Hana Hana, Dragon Cross 42 for buying the Yomi Yomi, and Danny the Demon for buying the Hito Hito no Mi. It's almost as if you were held at gunpoint. On that note, we have a whole new supply of new fruits. I'm not quite sure what this means, but Teach gave me this note that since we're in an alternate universe, we might as well sell some fruits from other dimensions. You know, like the movies and the games. Now, I'm not one to question my captain, but what the f*** does that mean? Anyways, you know the drill. Welcome to Blackbeard's Devil Fruit Emporium. Let's find out which non-canon fruits will be the apple of your eye. And heads up, many of these are insanely powerful, profitable, or just all around amazing, so they might cost a bit more than you're expecting. Let's start with the Gasha Gasha no Mi, or the Clank Clank fruit. After he was defeated at the end of Stampede, spoiler alert, we managed to find him and decombine the fruit from the combinable human. For those who don't know, the Gasha Gasha used to belong to Douglas Bullet, a member of the old King of the Pirates crew. Pretty wild. Not that he compares to the new King of the Pirates, Teach. But whatever. Anyways, this fruit not only has one of the coolest designs among devil fruits, but it also has a crazy ability. You can create large mechanical structures and even things like mech suits or submarines. So even if you are a wimp, you'll have no problem making something that will more than even the odds. If you manage to awaken this fruit, your possibilities are quite literally endless. The entire environment around you can be recreated to suit your every need. You will essentially become a living game of Katamari, and nothing will stand in your way. Hell, did you see how many people it took to take down Bullet? Just by buying this fruit, Teach would probably even hire you on as one of the Titanic captains. All of that for a cool 3 billion berries. But hey, maybe mech suits and machinery ain't your thing. How about something a bit more mythical? The only fruit that's even half as interesting to look at as the Gasha Gasha. Ladies and gentlemen, and anything else you might identify as, because yes, we are evil pirates, but that doesn't mean we can't recognize pronouns. We are evil, after all, but not assholes. Anyways, let me introduce you to the Toritorinomi Model Nue. This is a devil fruit that once belonged to Toratsugu, you know, from the One Piece Art Nue artwork series, which was shown in Kyoto. In Wano. Yes, it was shown in Wano. Moving on, this is a mythical zone fruit, allowing its user to turn into a Nue. What's a Nue, you might ask? Well, this is. It's basically a yokai with the head of a monkey, legs of a tiger, body of a dog, and a snake for a tail. It's more or less the Wanonian version of a chimera, I suppose. Not much is known about the fruit itself, other than giving the user the typical zone transformations, but it is one of the few fruits which allows flight, and it also gives the user devastating amounts of strength. So for the ability to fly as well as a mythical zone, you're looking at a pretty reasonable price tag of 800 million berries. And as if one mythical being wasn't enough, we also have the most fantastic fruit, the Bato Bottomy Model Vampire. Previously owned by Patrick Redfield in Ultimate World Red, this mythical zone fruit allows its user to transform into either a hybrid or full vampire form. Redfield could create a shroud to cloak himself, and could suck up anyone's life force from their body just by biting them or digging his nails into them. This allowed him to basically steal another person's youth, making him effectively immortal. Finally, this fruit grants its user a ton of mobility through a form of teleportation and even flight. This might not be the most powerful fruit, but it definitely is one which is pretty damn amazing. A mythical zone which allows flight and immortality, all for the low price of 2 billion berries. Eternal youth does come at a price, after all. Next up, a fruit you definitely won't see coming. the Bottomy, or the Vision fruit, which was used by Anne. This fruit allows you to phantomize images, which absolutely isn't a real word, but it more or less allows you to create illusory images of any picture that you touch. You become an illusionist that's entire life goal can just be to troll people. It's beautiful. On top of that, these illusions can also interact with their environment, which is pretty damn sweet. Anne was able to create phantoms of flowers, food, kung fu dugongs, dragon number 13, and... wait a minute. Boa Hancock, Reiju, and Perona? Huh. A set of one-piece waifu ghosts. And they can interact with the world? Huh. Well, if the Hana no Mi could let you become the ultimate OnlyFans account, this could bring that account to life. You know what? Honestly, I think maybe we already have a buyer for this really terrible fruit. You wouldn't want it anyways. So, moving on. The fourth and final fruit that we have for sale today is a real golden opportunity for you. And it's the Toritorinomi, or the gold fruit. We grabbed this fruit from Guild Tessero, and it's a paramecia fruit that allows its user to manipulate gold into whatever shape they want, basically turning them into a gold bender. They can encase their opponents in gold to immobilize them, or even turn themselves into gold to gain defense or power. They can stack so much onto themselves that they basically become a massive golden golem. On top of that, if you are able to awaken this fruit, you can extend its range and extend your own senses throughout the gold, kind of making a massive sensory network. Honestly, the biggest problem with this fruit, and it is a big problem, is that you can't technically make gold. You can only manipulate it. On top of that, if you touch seawater, you'll lose control, your constructs will crumble, and you'll need to touch all the gold again. So if you want to become a gold bender, create armor of gold, or maybe open up a jewelry shop, this is your fruit. Because of its inherent weaknesses though, and if you're not on, let's say, I don't know, a giant golden casino, it's probably not going to be the strongest fruit around. So as a result, we'll be selling it for a very affordable 500 million berries. So what will it be? The Gasha no Mi to build your own mechs? The Toritorinomi model Nue to fly and transform into a Nue? The Bato Bottomy model vampire to become an immortal vampire? Or the Toritorinomi to become a gold bender? And no other fruits, because like I said, I'm going to sell that fruit to someone else. Let me know which one of these you'd like down in the comments below, and remember that if you don't buy a fruit, leave a like and subscribe, then you probably won't make it off this island alive. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay excellent.